Welcome to RelaxedParc. As always, we have prepared something special for you. In today's video, we're going to talk about Inuyashiki. Before we proceed with the rest of the video, make sure you subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and turn on the notification icon so you won't miss any video. Shinsuke Sato, known for movies like I Am a Hero, 2016, Bleach, 2018, and Kingdom, 2019, is slowly stabilizing himself as a director that can bring manga stories in a truly pleasant and interesting way to the silver screen. Does he succeed once more time with his adaptation of Hiroya Oku's hit comic Inuyashiki? This is the narrative of Inuyashiki Akiro, an older, friendless man with an uncaring and selfish family, being ignored by his family. Akiro leads an unhappy life, having a job where he is not much noticed, and having been diagnosed with cancer. He soon awaits to die and is still not able to talk to anyone about it. One dreadful evening, he is affected by an explosion of extraterrestrial origin, and his body is replaced by an incredibly powerful, but still externally human, mechanical body. That is also a fact. While Akiro Inuyashiki, Norite Kanashi, is the father only in name, no single one in his family, not even his wife, Mary Hamada, doesn't care about Inuyashiki. Mary Ayaka Miyoshi, his daughter, as well as Takeshi, Naida Fukuzaki, are uncomfortable with him. At his work, he often makes mistakes, obviously wasting his chances for promotion. To make matters worse, he is, at a medical checkup, diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and he has only 3 months left to live. One night, after being ordered by his wife to separate from his dog Hanako, he became involved in a mysterious explosion. He wakes up and slowly comes to realize he has turned into a cyborg with incredible powers. High school student Hiro Shishigami Takeru Sato, also affected by the same explosion, also realizes he has got supernatural powers. But whereas Inuyashiki realizes he can use his powers for the good, Shishigami sees more potential in using his powers for his narcissistic enjoyment. Inuyashiki, beyond being a superhero story, is a story exploring, in a lighthearted way, the absolutely impossible position of being a father. Akiro Inuyashiki is there is no other way to formulate it, an impotent father, a father who has no authority in his family. There is, in fact, no one within the family that likes to give him the function of a symbolic father. Everyone, even his wife, has accepted and even confronts him with the fact that he is not able to fulfill this position, that he is a loser and hopeless. And while this is true for any father, the fact that he, in some way or another, always will end up being hopeless, Inuyashiki, by subtle comical exaggeration, can underline this truth in a lighthearted but, ultimately, also in a painful way. What is most painful is not that he, as a father, is a failure, but that he, as a real person behind the signifier father, is not stated a place in the family. He has no right to speak at all, no right to get something in the family. By making his initial position of a zero so emotionally charged, Sato's story succeeds in making Inuyashiki's transition into a hero so satisfying, something most Marvel movies have consistently failed to do. At his work, Inuyashiki is also portrayed as someone unable to do his work properly. But making mistakes is not the real problem. The main issue is that Inuyashiki, beyond offering apologies, has no option to change his ways. He is not able of doing anything good for himself or for his family. Why does this happen? Inuyashiki becomes the hero and Shishigami a villain. The main difference is that Shishigami, from the very beginning, is infatuated by his powers. He is narcissistically supported in what those powers let him do and become. It is therefore not too surprising that he likes to use his powers against others that have, in one way or another, hurt him at the level of his ego. It is besides this knowledge of being superpowered that dictates how he presents himself, i.e. his narcissistic attitude. But Shishigami is, as the story shows, not a one-dimensional character. His brutal acting out, born from a fictional injury, an injury related to his familial constellation, does not annul the fact that he deeply worries about his mother. Inuyashiki is, for that matter, worried by his discovery of having changed into a superpowered cyborg. It's just an opportunity for he can use his power to help others. His way of utilizing his powers is revealed as being selfless, devoid of the intention to directly satisfy himself, his ego with his powers. The act of doing well, facing the helpful impact of his actions, affects Inuyashiki's self-respect. The good-for-nothing can do something good. Not only does he find a new aim in life like saving people from trouble, he uses his power, also takes small but largely useless steps to realize a father position within the family constellation. Inuyashiki is composed with a fluid dynamism, but cinematographical dynamism is, in most cases, following motions by characters. This is to say, in scenes where the attention is on speech or conversations and not on action, scenes where static shots take priority over, the cinematographical motion will, in most cases, echo the on-screen movement, and the same is true for action sequences and sequences where action presides over speech interactions. Camera movement within these scenes is always used to keep up and to empower the ever-exciting on-screen action. Inuyashiki is such an interesting story to watch, and a quite emotional experience is due to its great musical accompaniment. While it should be said, the dramatic music is often a bit too dramatic, Inuyashiki must be clapped for creating, by superbly balancing tense music with silence, many truly thrilling moments, and the birth of Inuyashiki's heroic resolve, for the moment, is gorgeously spotted by the accompanying heroic music. When special effects are used in Japanese action movies, these effects end up being unconvincing, or, in other words, not able to believe. But Inuyashiki surprisingly succeeds in where many Japanese stories fail. In short, the special effects are great and heighten, instead of suppressing, our visual enjoyment. This is the most evident in the story's visually thrilling and action-rich finale. The fluid composition of the final conflict between Inuyashiki and Shishigami would not have been able to provide all the thrills a superhero climax should have if it were not for the more than reasonable extra special effects. While all acting performances are superb, there is one performance that stands out, the performance of Takeru Sato, who plays the villain role. At any given time, the spectator can, due to this performance, feel how smitten Shishigami is with his powers, his narcissistic investment, and how he subtly entertains using his superpowers. Inuyashiki is a splendid superhero story. Not only does Sato's story give us the visual thrills we've come to hope for from the superhero class, but Inuyashiki also offers a compelling narrative touching upon the struggles of being a father, the theme of family and love, and the ravishing effects social media can have on one's subjectivity. Yes, the story characteristics of many tropes of the superhero category and various features in the finale are expected, but that does not stop Inuyashiki from being a more satisfactory experience than most Western superhero stories. So, we've come to the end of our today's video. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and turn on the notification icon